Hello, welcome to Kent Beer Reviews. Right, I've got one of these new release beers from Magic Rock Brewing Company. They're out of Huddersfield in Yorkshire, and this is their Hypnotist IPA. There's been a lot of kind of raving about these new cans that they come out with, and it's in a tall boy 500ml can. I think that's what you call a tall boy, or is it more than 500? I don't know. Best before the 16th of May 2017. I purchased this at Cottridge Wines in Birmingham when I was up doing a bottle share with Harry Meadows and Dean Johnson, or from £3.40 it cost as well. So yeah, so check out them two guys, Blue Nose Beer Reviews and Dean's Beer Reviews on YouTube. Right, so yeah, lovely looking can. Let's spin it around. So this is the way it seems to be going now, these big cans. I think it's going to follow on from a lot of the big breweries out in New England, out in America. So, right, let's crack this open then. And there's a bit of information on the back, I'll go through that. Just had a bit of a train journey coming back, so it's been settled for now a couple of weeks. So. Lovely looking beer. Right, let's let that settle. I've purposely done that just to try and release some aromas. Although I don't think I don't think my nose is going to go through that. Hopefully it will, to get some aromas. Let that settle down. I'll quickly read through what it says on the back. The malts are Golden Promise, Oats, Rye and Acid Malt. That's new. So the oats are, I think what they're trying to do, just to show you these bubbles, they're quite big, very frothy looking bubbles. It won't take long to go down. So brewed with oats, that's why it's got that kind of cloudiness, I think, and all the hops that they use, which are T90, Amarillo, Cryo hops, and then you've got Lupulin powder of Citra, Mosaic and Simcoe, and the yeast is US double IPA yeast. I've not heard of that before either. A double IPA yeast, so I don't know where in America. I assume it's from America that's from. This is coming in at 6.8% ABV. Small batch brew, number 17, H IPA, whatever that is. So yeah, no other information. Ingredients: water, barley, wheat malt, oats, rye, hops and yeast. And their website is magicrockbrewing.com. Right, let's crack on with an aroma. There's a slight kind of sweetness going on there. Grapefruit. There's citrusy edge, but it's not overpowering. You are picking up that kind of, what I've remembered from other beers is like that oat pale ale kind of aroma, although this is a much higher ABV. Well, it's not even a pale, it's an IPA. I have had this beer, I think I had it when I was up in Leeds in September, but this is the new batch. They've tweaked it and included oats, I believe, and there may be a few other things as well. I've not watched any other reviews. I think there's one or two out there. I'll put the links down below. Right, 4 minutes in and I haven't even tried it. Cheers. Quite a almost sour front end. Sweet sour front end. Citrus, kind of a nice juicy orange. Grapefruit. Mango. It goes into that sour front end. There's a slight sour front end. It goes into a nice sweetness. There's a sweet coating on my palate and all down the back of my throat. and on the tip of the tongue it's there, and it goes sweet, not particularly bitter at all. There may be some passion fruit in there. It reminds me a little bit of some New Zealand kind of hops. There's a slight dryness, although it's sweet. That sourness I wasn't anticipating. And it's very much can conditioned, as you'd expect. There's some floaties. I don't know if there's any on your side. There's certainly a fair few on this side. Look at that. Nothing wrong with that. That's where you want all that to increase the flavours. When you get a filtered beer, I think it tends to draw out a lot of them flavours that you really do want, being an IPA hophead. I do anyway. It's very smooth, easy drinking. Not picking up that 6.8% alcohol by volume. Very nice. But that sour front end, for me, it's just taken the edge off it. After that, it's very nice, very drinkable. It's almost like a sour IPA, almost. One more quick look shifty on this, and no, there's no other information there. Just an amazing looking can, a 500ml can. There's all the information on the back if you want to pause it. Excuse me. One more little sip and a rating then. Yeah, it's very good, but it's not outstanding. It's still an A beer for me. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. It's about a 90 out of 100. They have got another can that they're in collaboration with Cigar City out in Florida, America. So that'll be coming up sooner or later. I brought that back from these guys as well. I'm just trying to think. Did I get this at, yeah, got it from Cottridge Wines. Anyway, let us know if you've had this one before from Magic Rock, the Hypnotist IPA. And I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.